Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Thursday the 18th of the 2nd, 2021. The time is 0455 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session kicking off, and our lunchtime is the North American US session. Right, let's make a start then. So yesterday, Wednesday the 17th, we had a positive opposed driver in the yen, so we had some yen strength, front and back door flows, going mainly out of the euro but quite significantly out of the pound. Euro minus 179, pound minus 106, and the dollar was the positive rock at plus 101, activity plus or minus 285. Intra-week then, becoming more relevant because we're Thursday, we're getting through the week. We've got a negative opposed driver in the yen, minus 260, front and back door flows, with fairly evenly going into the dollar at plus 189 and the pound at plus 185, and the euros minus 114 as the negative rock. Right, I'll just see what the activity was on that because I failed to write it down. Activity plus or minus 374. So plus or minus 374. Right, intraday then, so this is what's been happening so far in the Asian session. Up until about 15 minutes ago, we've got a negative driver in the pound at minus 20. Front and back door flows then, we've got them mainly going into the yen at plus 14 and the dollar at plus 12. Then coming out of the euro at minus 6 as the negative rock. Activity plus or minus 26. Right, what's going to knock this about then? Today we've had AUD, jobs data, which came in positive. If you looked at our weekly data cycle review, you'd see that we've been saying that the AUD data cycle is on the up, and this gives more credence to that as well. So that's what's going on there. ECB monetary policy meeting today. That's a tier 1 event. Right, tomorrow we've got more AUD data, retail sales. Right, and we've got German PMI, Euro PMI, GB PMIs, and the CAD retail sales. And next week, just peering into next week, Monday, we've got Chinese rates decision Monday. Okay, and bear in mind today, Thursday, is the last day of the Chinese lunar holiday. Right, so let's rub this off and make a start then. So if you remember, up until recently, we've been having pound strength and yen weakness. We were trying to go long the yen yesterday. We had mixed success. Initially it was tough, then it went our way, and then we just bailed after the Fed minutes. Pretty much at break even, about a 50-point loss. It really didn't happen. The markets didn't want to know, and as such, we got out. But what's going on in the flows then? So the euro complex today is strong, except against the yen and the AUD. The yen is strong, except against the AUD. The pound is weak across the board. The Swiss, what we got there, is weak, except against the EU and the AUD. The CAD is weak, except against the NZD. The AUD is strong across the board, and the NZD is weak except against the pound, and the dollar is mixed. Yeah, right, the dollar's mixed. Right, we've actually taken the hint and gone fully long the AUD today. We expect a bounce in the AUD. It's dirging at the moment, so we've gone long all the 7 pairs on the AUD about 20 minutes ago. So on the basis that we're going to have probably a risk on day today, and that the AUD is fully strong across all the complexes, and it's had good data, and it's got a window before tomorrow's what are they having? Retail sales, and the data cycle is on the up. Right, so what's been happening? The dollar index then, so the dollar index sort of looks like this. So it's been beaten down, but it's starting to come back a little bit. What have we got? Gold. Gold looks like that pretty much. Gold's been hammered by rising yields, a run away from safe haven. Stocks have been absolutely roaring, so gold's had a hard time of it. Oil on the other hand, oil has just been on the up basically, and is having a slight pause at the moment, but it is basically on the up. And then you've got stocks, US equities. You've got what have we got? The Nasdaq, which is the tech, and the S&P. Now they've been going up, and they've come back a little bit near the top, and Wall Street is actually higher, relatively speaking. So the tech and S&P is slightly lagging Wall Street, which is interesting. Right, US 10-year. Basically, we've had this sort of situation. Price is falling, therefore yields have been rising, and we've had a very slight bounce in the price. So very slight depression in yields to date. So, and copper's the interesting one. Copper's been going up, had a dirge, and now it's here, and it's just had a spike. Right, that augurs well for our AUD trade as well. So that's where we are. So let's just finish off and talk about the analysis then. So it was a bit of a damp squid yesterday, trying to get a bit of yen strength. We did get yen strength, but it wasn't really happening, and it should have been screaming. We had a period where it was going, but anyway, hard luck. Move on. Right, so we're on to AUD now. So basically, our recommendation, or this is what we're doing, regardless of that, we're long the AUD. And we're long the AUD on the basis of numerous factors. The data cycle is now in its favour. We're seeing equities ramped. Copper particularly is a good indicator. China's going to come back on stream and probably want to join the party. So we just feel there's going to be a bounce in the AUD. They've had recent employment data, which is sort of which is all to the good and sort of augments the situation. So that's where we're at. Today we've got a little bit of a lull. We've got a little bit of yen strength and pound weakness, but we feel that's temporary, and therefore we're long the AUD. So I hope that helps. See you tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you very much.